Hello friends, it's Kylie. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about a current sustainability trend on social media right now, known as underconsumption-core. And we're also going to discuss just how big of an impact it is having in a very short amount of time. I first saw this trend a few weeks back, and I was really pleased to see that this was something that was actively trending. It was kind of not something I had really seen catch on before. The underconsumption core trend is simple in itself. Users participating in the trend are going around their home and showing things in their own lives that demonstrate underconsumption. They're showing things like half-used lotion bottles and talking about how they won't buy a new lotion until this one is fully used, or showing how they only own 2 tote bags. You only need one for grocery shopping and one for going out and about. Some people are showing how they only own a couple pair of shoes, maybe a running shoe, a nicer shoe, and season-specific type shoes. I digress though. The trend goes on and on. You get the gist of what it is. One thing I have seen that's been very popular in showcasing in this trend are makeup and skincare items. Now, everyone I know uses a product until it's empty, and they don't own 1,000 pair of shoes for every single occasion they might need. They don't have a ridiculous 37-step skincare routine or an hour-long makeup routine for their everyday lives. But what's interesting is, like I said, things like skincare and makeup are a couple of the things I'm seeing the most of in this underconsumption trend, because skincare and makeup consumption have been on an insane rise in the past few years, with influencers showing their routines. We're getting so many get ready with me videos. We have get unready with me videos, and it's kind of this statement being put out there that if you don't have this skincare routine, if you don't have this makeup routine, then you're doing it wrong. And this overconsumption is exactly why underconsumption core is really trending right now. Because even though this underconsumption is really just normal life for most people, for the younger generations like Gen Z and Gen Alpha, this overconsumption is really all that's being seen, with influencers showering their screens in social media, film, and TV, all showcasing these luxury lifestyles at almost all times. We saw it with the Kardashians first. They got an entire TV show called Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Pretty much all that show was their own family drama and showcasing their luxury lifestyle. Most of these younger generations want the same to an extent, but they can't afford luxury, so they simply overconsume what they can afford, which is resulting in these huge collections of skincare and makeup and clothing and shoes to constantly be able to keep up with the latest trend in that category.
Let's do the biggest shopping haul ever! Okay, if this is seriously not the biggest shopping haul you have ever seen, then I generally do not know what it is. I'm so excited to show you guys everything I got, and this is all of my back to school stuff. Okay, you guys, I'm seriously so excited to show you guys everything I got, and this is everything we're working with. Also, some of the brands include Golden Goose, Aloe, Aritzia, Lululemon, like the list goes on. Let's start off with my personal favorite, Aritzia. Also, you guys, these bags are literally ginormous. Huge back to school haul.
Okay, here is everything that I got for back to school. So thank you, Mommy and Daddy. I don't really know where to start.
Which leads to the question, is underconsumption-core simply that, a trend? Or is it actually going to be a sustainable movement? Gen Z has been known to slap a label on pretty much anything they can. In 2020, we saw the rise of aesthetics with things like cottagecore, light academia, dark academia. So with the rise of labeling styles, people are turning these style aesthetics into entire lifestyles, and they're building an entire brand off of it. We see homesteading influencers, and they dress in cottagecore outfits with the frilly dresses and the bows in their hair. We see more boho aesthetics from people living in places like Hawaii, and they're just really honing into that persona of, I live here, therefore I act like this, therefore I put it on the internet, therefore I get it monetized. And this is still very, very present in the internet today. In fact, I would say that's pretty much all the internet is these days. You have, of course, the podcasts, you have the random finance bros, but when you're really scrolling on these apps, most of what it's trying to get you into is going to be those influencers who are monetizing a lifestyle that they've created to be monetized. And of course, this isn't the case for everyone, but it has to be, you gotta wonder a little bit, because just like with this underconsumption trend, most people, when milking a cow or doing chores, are not going to throw on their Sunday best and do their hair tied up with a ribbon. It's just not reality for most people. So, overall, is underconsumption-core a quick fad, a micro trend, or could it too evolve into a long-lasting aesthetic? Would this aesthetic even survive in the 2024 internet culture? Because in reality, underconsumption-core, like we previously said, is really just normal life. It would just be people wearing t-shirts that they already own, not buying the newest makeup product. What would that even look like? I would be really curious to see that, and I've just been loving seeing my feed flooded with underconsumption. I would love for that to be a norm instead of hashtag underconsumption-core. But what are your thoughts? Is it a micro trend? Is it a sustainable lifestyle? Is it even worth having as a trend? Leave your thoughts below and start a conversation. If you enjoyed this video and want to see even more content like this, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.